Yeah, that's great, Alphonse. That's great, Alphonse. I managed to finally get a haircut, after waiting 4 months with, obviously, everything that's going on. What do you mean that was 12 years ago? Yeah, no, I know we're in the year 2032, but I thought, because of the pandemic, I'll grow my hair out. Oh, yeah, no, I know. This whole, the second wave that happened 12 years later. Yeah, no, totally. So I'm really glad I've got my hair cut, got my shave, season's going well. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, there we are. So we don't need to have these daily catch-ups anymore. We just wait till the end of the season. How does that sound? Brilliant. There we are. So you won't need to ring me in 2 days' time. We'll have a review in June. All the best, Alphonse. Cheers for that. Goodbye. There we are, guys. So, Alphonse Clerk has finally decided he doesn't need to give me 2 days review throughout the whole season. Season's going well. We are where we need to be. I've got my hair cut. I feel like $1 million. Let's go out there and reach the Champions League semi-final. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to Club 6, episode 23 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. And we have another double cup special today, as we will be playing Manchester City in the second leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League, followed by a trip to Wembley as we face Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals. So it's all going good at Liverpool so far. And I'll show you the schedule since you last left us. We've already played 3 games. We beat Leeds 5-1 in the Premier League. Prince Chitty grabbing himself a very late hat-trick. A 4-0 win away from home at Leicester. And we've beat Manchester City 1-0 at Anfield in our last game. Kolovich grabbing the goal. And it sets us up very nicely for the second leg at the Etihad to try and seal a place in the semi-finals. So without further ado, we're not going to mess around. We're going to jump straight into the Champions League game. As we are away from home, we are going to go for the defensive tactic because it does seem to do us a lot better against the big sides. And the big injury is Krasniqi is injured. He's going to be out for 6 to 12 days after we beat Leicester, so he won't be featuring in either of today's games. But it's a good job that Kolovich is back from his injury. So the team to beat Man City is going to be Brangman in goal, Lopez, Peyo, Ramirez and Gallen at the back. Rodney is going to be a regista, which is a bit of like a deep line playmaker role, with Biasoli and Turkas ahead of him. Prince Chitty on the left, Garnicia on the right, and Benjamin Kolovich is going to start up front. We've got the 1-0 lead. We haven't conceded an away goal. So if we can score at the Etihad, that's going to be an away goal, and that's going to be a very big mountain for Manchester City to climb. So I'm going to tell the side, going to give them a bit of an assertive. This is a great opportunity to show the pundits they were right to back you up. Second leg of our Champions League quarter-final against Man City. We take a 1-0 lead to the Etihad. Can we finish the job and reach the semi-finals? First highlight of the game, and Brangman holds on to the ball. For 15 minutes in, very equal game, Liverpool having the possession. As Garnicia, Kolovich went down, so Garnicia goes on his own. Poor shot, but the first highlight does go to Liverpool. Throw into Man City deep inside their own half. And Liverpool are piling on the pressure as Richard Dunn's son, it's not Richard Dunn's son, I think I've said that before, but David gets himself in the box. Brangman makes the save. Brangman starting the move off. Long kick to find Garnicia, but we do eventually get the ball back. As Turkas to Rodney. Can we find Kolovich? We've got, he's making the run, but Garnicia shoots. Very poor shot again from Garnicia. Coming up to half-time, very quiet game, still 0-0. And to be honest, that's the way I like it. I'll take a 0-0, because we will go through if the score remains 0-0. But I'm going to tell the team, we've got the aggregate lead. Make sure they hold on to it. But God, this year is underperforming. He's on a 6.4. So we'll bring on Laurent Lene to play on the right-hand side. We'll keep things as they are. Seems to be working so far. I'll go a little bit positive because we are winning the possession battle. Can we get the away goal? First highlight of the second half. Manchester City building from the back. As they're on the ball, David on the left-hand side. Can we close him down? Where's the right back? Turkas does win it from his box-to-box position, but that's a poor pass. We've given it straight to Phil Foden. Phil Foden puts it to David, and there's the goal from Jonathan David. It could be Jonathan David for all I know, but his name is David. But it was a poor pass that led to the goal. Very poor pass. Who was it? It was Lene. Lene passed it straight to Phil Foden. We couldn't close him down. David was on his own. It was a free shot. Brangman couldn't even get a hand onto it. He didn't even try to save it. 1-1. Aggregate is now level. Manchester City have woken up in the second half, but we do win the ball. Lopez, Kolovic making the run. But he's going to have to try and go inside, I think. Plays it right the way back to Peyo. As Sergio Lopez, come on boys, try and get... If we score an away goal, then I think we're through. So Rodney finds Turkas with very short passing here. We're just trying to find that killer ball to make the difference. As all the Liverpool players are getting a touch here. It's a nice ball. Kolovic shoots! Oh, Kolovic. We don't pay you £200 million to shoot over the bar. 76 minutes. Lene's on a 6.3, so... we're not having much luck on that right-hand side, if I'm being honest. I would bring him off again, but for sadly, that's not going to be the case. Who have I got to bring on? Rodney's on a buck-in. Who can play Regista? Turkas can play Regista, so we'll bring him as the Regista. We'll bring on Dante Lucero to be box-to-box. Any other changes I want to make? I think I'm alright for now. I'm going to go a little bit more direct, a little bit more higher tempo, and I think we'll even move the defensive line a little bit further up to try and press Manchester City's defenders. But it's 1-1, but if we get an away goal, I think we're through. Coming up to the end of 90 minutes, it will go to extra time the way things stand, because we have a 1-0 both home and away. I'm going to give them a bit of encouragement. It's time to dig deep. I'm going to tell you strikers though, I'm disappointed with the quality of finishing. Lene's on a 6.2 now. I am tempted to bring him off, but we'll start extra time. Can we get the goal? Half time and extra time. Prince Chili's looking tired, so I'm going to bring on... I got no one to bring on there, to be honest, but we'll try and see if we can go attacking maybe, because can Turkas play inverted winger? Not really. Lene can kind of play there. Who can play on the right-hand side, though? Albriac can kind of play there. So if I move Lene onto the left, we'll bring Albriac on to play on the right, and then we'll bring Montero on to play as attacking midfield. We're going to go for our attacking formation for the last 15 minutes. Can we find the breakthrough? Hugo for Man City. Coming up the last 10 minutes to go. It's anybody's game. An away goal for Liverpool will seal it, I think. As Lucero plays in Albriac's just come on. Comes in the box, takes a shot. Saved by the keeper. Very poor shot. Coming up to full time. It's going to penalties. We've already had one penalty shootout this season in the FA Cup. Are we going to have another one in the Champions League quarter-final? As Biasoli, come on Montero, that's a good ball. On his own, Victor Gallen off the post. Oh, that was the biggest chance so far. Off the post. Oh, boys, if we lose this game, we've been very, very poor. We don't deserve it off the back of this game. We should have at least put one goal in here. But, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. As Brunel, he's on his own. He keeps on running. Nobody's tackled him. Prut's in the box, but we do manage to clear it away. I think it's going to penalties. But, yeah, that goes out for a corner. Last chance for City. We've got this. Well, it will be. It'll be the last chance of this game. As Phil Foden, can I put this in the box? Can we clear our lines? Come on, he's taking his time. Puts it in the box. Oh, we managed to clear it away. It's going to penalties. It's going all the way to penalties. We'll let it auto-pick. And we'll see how we get on. Phil Foden, the first penalty against Brangman. He hits the post! Big chance! Man City missed their first penalty. Dante Lucero's come off the bench. Can he put us ahead? He does indeed. We get the advantage. 1-0 to Liverpool. And now it's all in our hands as David, the goal scorer, against Brangman. He puts it in 1-1. And we still are ahead though. If Kolovic can put this away, we will still be ahead. As £200 million. Kolovic steps up. Puts it in the goal. £200 million worth right there. Still putting us in the lead. As Richard Dunn's son steps up. Can Brangman save? No, he can't. Puts him the wrong side. But we are still in the lead. So if we score this one, we will maintain the advantage. As Biasoli steps up. Puts it in. 3-2 is the lead. And Manchester City step up to try and score penalty number 4. David Healy steps up. Puts it in the net. And now we have the chance from Lene. Lene's had a poor game. Don't make the same mistake twice, Lene. He puts it in. No mistakes there. And now if we save this penalty, we are through to the Champions League semi-finals. Who's going to step up? It is Perez against Brangman. Perez steps up. Can Brangman get the save? No, he can't. But we score this next penalty and we will be through to the semi-finals. Who's it going to be? It's Montero against... Who's in goal? Hudson. I think it's Hudson for Man City. Montero's ready. Hudson's ready. Come on, Montero, make yourself a hero to put Liverpool in the semi-finals. He puts it in the net, and Liverpool have made it to the Champions League semi-finals. Just about. Oh, we got there in the end. I can say a good win, boys. Well done. As we do reach the Champions League semi-finals. For the first time, it's the furthest we've gone in the Champions League with Liverpool. All 5 takers stepped up. And we do reach the semi-finals. And that does mean we will go up against Inter Milan, who knocked us out of the quarter-finals last year. So we will get a little bit of revenge, I hope, against Inter Milan. But that is it. We are through to the last 4 of the Champions League. There's the confirmation. Semi-final against Inter Milan. So we will now focus on the FA Cup against Chelsea. Can we reach another Wembley appearance? And realistically, we are still in for the treble. It is half time in the video. Thank you for reaching this far. YouTube advises me that over 2/3 of watchers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, go drop a subscription down there and help support the channel. It'll be very much appreciated. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much as always. So I'll let you carry on with the rest of the video. Hopefully you are enjoying so far. We have arrived at Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea. And this is going to be the team that hopefully reaches the final. So we've got Brangman in goal, Rouanet, Badini, Ramirez and Trent at the back. Murat, Albriac and Lucero in the middle, with Ertz, Montero and Appleyard in the attacking positions. Kolovic keeps his place up front. So we're at Wembley. The team have got to rise to the occasion and try and keep our treble dream alive. The Premier League, the Champions League and the FA Cup. But we could be out to the FA Cup today. But we're not going to do that. We're going to beat Chelsea. We're going to go through and we're going to lift all 3 trophies this season. That's the aim. We'll see how successful we are after this semi-final against Chelsea. Corner for Liverpool, Ertz puts it in, cleared away, as Ramirez should hopefully get this back out to Ertz. Can he get another ball into the box? Beats the Chelsea defence, Appleyard hits the post. Big chance for Liverpool, and we're only 6 minutes in. Another corner, Ertz puts it in, headed by Ramirez. Over the bar, still Liverpool pressing. Throw in for Chelsea, deep into the Liverpool half, as Mauri finds Arturia. Headed away by Badini, counter-attack on for Liverpool. We find Kolovic, he's 1-on-1. He beats the defender, he's now 1-on-1 with the keeper, but he's equal to the shot. and Liverpool are knocking on the door. We're playing much better than we did against Man City. Coming up to half-time, it's been all Liverpool in this game. Chelsea have not had a single shot on target. We've had 16 shots. But remarkably, it's still 0-0. But I'm going to, give a bit of an assertive, no, in fact, I'm going to go shout to them. Far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. 16 shots, and we're not 1-0 up yet. What's going on here, boys? Appleyard, he's on 6.4, so we're going to bring Lene to try and make a difference. Hopefully he'll play better than he did in the Champions League. But, we're going to go a little bit more direct. We're going to try and instead of taking short kicks, we're going to go to playmaker, try and make something happen in this second half. Fabian Ertz plays it back to Badini. On the hour mark, can Liverpool get the breakthrough that we were waiting for all game? As Brangman plays it short to Badini. Long ball up to find Kolovic, does win the ball. Fabian Ertz, that's a good through ball to Kolovic. Oh, Kolovic, what's going on? That was a really poor shot. Chelsea throw in. Chelsea have not been in this game whatsoever. And you just know what happens when the other team don't have any highlights. You know what happens. I'm just going to put it out there. Chelsea, not had a shot on target. It's been all Liverpool. Just put that out there. But Kolovic does dispossess, beats the slide, one-on-one. Again, Kolovic. But we do get the goal. Lene gets the goal. I was about to slag Kolovic off. £200 million and he can't score one-on-ones. But he did set up Lene. So we'll let him off. But Kolovic, he should have scored there. But he does pass it back to Laurent Lene. First time shot. Shows Kolovic how to score a goal. But we are finally 1-0 up in the semi-final. 76 minutes. Lene has picked up a knock. But he did score the goal. So I'm going to keep him on for now. I'm going to bring Albriac off. We'll bring Biasoli on for him. Who else have we got? We've got one more sub to make. I might save that for a little bit later in the game. But look at this. 24 shots, 11 on target. We are dominating Chelsea here. 88 minutes, last sub. I'm going to bring on... Who am I going to bring on? Who's going to make the difference? I'm going to bring on Victor Gallen at right back for Trent. So last sub made, we're nearly there. We might as well see the rest of this game out together. We're going to scrape through to the final of the FA Cup. But do you know what? I'll take it. A 1-0 win's a 1-0 win unless Chelsea score the last chance of the game. It's offside. Offside. I think they had about 6 players offside there. When the free kick was taken, I was thinking, what's going on there? Can we see? Oh, well, we can't see because the game... you can see from there. About 5 players were offside. But we do get the win. It's a 1-0 win against Chelsea. We're going to tell the team, congratulations, you've reached the FA Cup final, and we are still on for our treble winning season. So a 1-0 win against Chelsea. Pep Guardiola is the Chelsea manager. Lone's out for 3 days. So it's all going good. So if I show you the competitions, we're in the first leg of the semi-final against Inter Milan. We'll play the Man United or Swansea. Come on. Right, so I think what we'll do, we'll find out who we're going to play in the FA Cup final. It will be Manchester United in the FA Cup final. Sadly, they beat Swansea 6-0. Now, imagine that. Imagine a story of, Liverpool against Swansea in the FA Cup final. From when we started at Swansea Uni, what a story that had to be. But no, Man United had to ruin it. So we do play United, though, in the FA Cup final. So for next time, I think we'll come back pretty much for Inter Milan. We'll come back for semi-final, both legs. I know we haven't been really showing a lot of Premier League games, but, when the cups come, when Champions League comes around, we got to show off the games. So it's Inter Milan first and second leg we'll be showing next time. And we'll only miss out on 2 Premier League games, one against Chelsea, one against Watford. And just to give you an update on Premier League, you can see from there we are 5 points clear of Arsenal, but we do have 2 games in hand. So we could go 11 points clear if we win both of our games in hand, and that'll pretty much wrap up the league title. So we're pretty much there. If we can beat Chelsea in our next game, and Watford, I think we'll do alright, to be fair. But there we are. We're through with the treble still on. We're in the final of the FA Cup, the semi-finals of the Champions League, Premier League's looking good. This could be it, because the series ends if we win the Champions League, so we could very much be on the final stretch. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM BST. And tune in next time for the Champions League semi-final, home and away, as we look to get revenge against the team that knocked us out last season. Thank you very much for watching.